Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Feel the hate, ain't it great? Now the world through. Eyes are open, you made your case.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw on the first play, McCarthy. Pressure going in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
At the 24-yard line.
Oh, he fakes the spike. That'll be caught. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. The Saints are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave it with a 2nd and 2. Again, it's Miller. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He finds Dobbins complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go with them.
47 yards rushing for him here. What a start to the ball game. It's 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 11-yard line.
Now McCarthy. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Looking to throw McCarthy. And he's got it. Strange. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Oswald good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 27-yard line.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Operating from the gun. Vernon. Throw caught by Flowers.
Complete.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
A gain of a yard. Makes it third.
You look at the Saints defense, and they played well against the pass. Currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's a loss of 10 on the Saints, and it leads to 4th.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a blowout team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Divine Diablo there to make the stop. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Saints who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in New Orleans. Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's McCarthy. He finds his man complete. That's Douglas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. first down on the year. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a big point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Vernon. With a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Saints take over.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, now playing to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion or a first down.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective. That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Darnell Savage there to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up the third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Confirms on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
first down. They'll go to the ground attack.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Saints on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
75 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And it's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
The 3-yard line.
And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Kendre Miller, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half.
Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Falcons, nothing.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on the 31-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here's 2nd and 10. Algier now up the middle.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Flowers going to go in motion right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
A 35-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Falcons
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Vernon.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A gain of 12. First down.
Operating from the gun. Vernon. On the move past the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Falcons first down. Let's go. First and 10 at the 23.
Back to throw. Vernon.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
First down pass.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense will...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Danny Stutzman
buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Third and long.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Operating from the gun. Vernon.
That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. Yeah, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. A short throw there to Strange. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's another Saints first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw again. A short throw there to Strange. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Again, he'll drop to throw. A short throw there to Strange. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On the right side, this is Miller. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Setting up the screen for Miller. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On third down, Miller diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out.
And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jimmy Horn Jr., a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Boswell for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
At the 24-yard line.
60 Eagles.
Second and 11. Over the middle, caught by London.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. You're giving them these extra run extra plays. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Algier going straight ahead.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Another carry, same story. Fourth quarter, and he is in red numbers right now with a running game.
Hard to believe because you figure at some point you break off a run. But in this case, what we're seeing is just pure domination by the defense. I think it started with the scouting report. They got into what they were doing offensively, into their mindset, and now they're beating them to the punch on every snap. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Darnell Mooney, target there. And it's third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and finally put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Darnell Mooney from 13 yards out. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Are you... You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Falcons 8.
And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
And 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Shot. Set.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
19, Charger. 19, go.
Back to throw. McCarthy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Miller. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And for a third time tonight he's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Saints first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one incomplete.
The passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock.
Life is one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing upon them. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Vernon into the hands of London. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Look to throw again.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Vernon. Now he's loose at the 40. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 61 yards. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one, so that should about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jalen Walker, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And that It's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And will be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans.